Hey everyone, welcome back to Llama's Creations DIY. My name is Tammy. Today I'm participating in the April Showers Bring May Flowers collaboration, which is hosted by Mary Beth from MB Gray Designs. Up here where I am in northern Ontario, Canada, it's more like April snow brings more May snow, but it's all fun. Let's start crafting. So I'm starting out with some bottle caps. I spray painted them white, and I'm going to paint some pink, some purple, some orange, some yellow, and some blue. Now, taking this plaque that's already got holes on the back, what I did is I sanded it down, painted the entire thing with this light blue and the outer edger in pink. Now, taking some pliers, I'm going to take my bottle caps that are all painted and I'm going to squish them together. I'm going to use some Eileen's tacky glue and some hot glue, and I'm going to arrange them on the plaque. And I continue doing the same thing, alternating my colors to give it somewhat look like a flower. Then I went into my Totally Dazzled stash, pulled out some beautiful gems, and finished making some flowers along this little plaque. I will have Mary Beth's channel link in the description box along with the playlist link, so please go and check everybody out and see what everyone else made. Now that that's all done, I put in 3 hooks on the bottom so it can hold key rings or whatever you wish. Taking this ivy-like ribbon, it's kind of like rope with leaves intertwined into it, I made a bow, and then I'm going to hot glue it onto the corner there. And this little plaque is done. The Totally Dazzled just brings it out that much more of a step, it gives it that much more beauty. Second craft. Taking this scrap piece of, I think it's about a 1x10 white pine. It was pretty rough shape, but what I did is I cut off that end, gave it a good sanding, and then there's a crack down the middle on both sides. I filled that in with some wood putty and sanded that as well. Then taking my oatmeal home decor chalk paint, I'm going to give this board just a rough coating on the front, the back, and all the sides. I'm not looking for full coverage, so I'm just kind of giving it a rough coating. Next, I'm going to attempt to hand letter on some words. Basically, it's bloom where you are planted. And even though I had tape and I measured to make sure I was straight, it all ended up crooked, but I'm happy with it. It's cute. I like it. If you are new to my channel, coming over from the playlist, I'd like to say, hey, how are you? I sure hope you stick around, subscribe to my channel, and like this video. If you're a returning subscriber, I'd like to say welcome back. I'm so happy that you've come back and return always to support me. You guys are wonderful. After all my letters are on, I'm going to take a black paint marker and color in all my words. And then after that, I take a yellow paint marker, a fine tip, and I just outline the left side of the words, giving it a little more definition and character. Now, taking this jar that I got from Dollarama, it had this pretty flower in it. First, I'm going to line it up on the board, and on either side, mark it with the pencil. Then, taking my drill and a drill bit, I'm going to drill in 2 holes where I mark those pencil marks. And then I didn't like how long the flower was, so I pulled off the little cork that it had, snipped down the flower, so it looked a little better. Now, taking some twine, I'm going to wrap it around the front, and then tie a nice little bow in the front. And then taking some more twine, I'm going to thread it through the front to the back. Put the jar in. And then I'm going to flip it over and tie it onto the back with a couple knots. A little bit of glue in between. Trim off the ends, and then I add some glue on the top. While we're back here, we're going to just glue on a little hanger. This board isn't that heavy, so this here should hold it. Then, taking some burlap ribbon down at the bottom of the board, I'm going to glue and wrap a piece around the board. Cutting it and securing it with some glue. Then adding some pretty leaves. These are just fern leaves. I'm going to add a couple of fern leaves to the front. Make a bow out of this pretty burlap lace ribbon. I'm sure I can talk. Yes, I can talk. I'm going to glue that right into the center. And then taking these pretty little pink flowers, I'm going to glue a few all over. And when you're done that, this cute little board is done. I love it. It is going to look awesome in my house. Third craft. Taking this sign, I'm reusing it. It was from another project that I made, and then it fell and kind of broke. So first what I did is I sanded it down really good, and then I'm going to give the entire thing a coat of white homemade chalk paint. And I do the entire thing. Then taking some brown paint, I'm just going to dry brush along the edge. And then I go over all the individual slats just to give it a little more definition. And so it's not so stark white. After that's done, I'm going to, again, take some Totally Dazzled and some of my little bottle caps, and we're going to arrange some flowers by hot gluing them down and just any way, which way you like, putting on some flowers onto this board. I've made many of these bottle cap flowers before. I'll try and link them above so you can go and check those out as well. And I lost the footage to where I added the moss, but I added some moss to the bottom, and this is how it turned out. I love it. I love making these bottle cap flowers. I would like to thank everybody for sticking to the end and watching my video. Like I said before, if you haven't, please subscribe, like this video, and don't forget that little bell. I would like to thank Mary Beth for hosting this challenge. It's fun creating things that look pretty and with flowers and just makes you think of spring. Yes, it'll come soon here. It'll come soon. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.